Another thing as well, I've got eczema in my gooch.
Hey, we're recording now. You've got to start I pray to God. Oh, well, God. Yeah, so where's...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Going now anyway.
We're rolling.
So yeah, no, mate, the sunshine brings out the good vibes, mate. I'm telling you. I've been in a sick mood all day.
Trust me, bro, I've actually been gassed all day because it's been nice weather, especially yesterday as well. Bank holiday weekend coming up as well. Obviously, this is going to get dropped on bank holiday weekend.
Oh shit, yeah. Hopefully, yeah, everyone's going to get pissed up on the Saturday, rough out the bed on the Sunday, watch is boxed off. Because it's going to be snowing on Sunday apparently.
Pissed on the Friday, the Saturday, some on the Sunday,
yeah,
boxed off. Monday.
That's one hell of a weekend, that.
Bank holiday.
That's one hell of a weekend.
It's double bank holiday though, isn't it? So it's obviously Friday and Monday. It doesn't come along.
We've got to hope YouTube doesn't take the video down for sexualising me with my legs out.
Yeah, they're probably going to take us down, aren't they?
Can't even see it.
You not see my legs?
No.
The people I've got my legs out.
I'm going to get bare dislikes.
I'm going to get loads of dislikes though. Jack, when you fucking hang your legs away.
Oh, funny. Right, well, how have you been, mate? What's been?
Yeah, good, mate.
Just us two again.
Just us two again.
Dream team.
Back to basics. Play the basics of football, Pep. Pep, play the basics.
Is that Delph?
Fabian Delph.
Loser.
Big up Fabian Delph.
Don't.
Yeah, man, I'm good. As I said, I've been in a sick mood all day today because the sun's out. The weather, what's it called? Pathetic fallacy. You know, from English lessons, you used to remember that.
What? No. Pathetic fallacy?
Pathetic fallacy. It's like
I don't know what it is. I've heard
it's,
of it.
It's basically it's a phrase that it's a meaning. That the definition of it being that the weather is the reflection of your mood. Do you know what I mean? So if it's a sunny day, more than likely you're going to be in a better mood. And if it's rainy, you're going to be in a, you know what I mean? Your mood reflects the weather. Do you know what I mean?
What if it's snowing?
Then you feel
cold.
What do you like snow?
I like snow to look at. I don't like being in it. I get cold hands like really quick, so I'm not really a big fan of snow. To be fair, depends what type of snow you're on about.
Oh my god.
That good snow, or that shit snow.
Right.
The one you can make snowballs with. That's what I'm on about.
Yeah, not the slop. Don't
PG shit.
As long as it's not yellow snow, I guess.
I can't say PG shit, can I? Because
it's kind of that's an oxymoron, really. Coming out of all the English terms today, mate. You're a fucking essay.
Being very facetious, aren't you, mate?
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, for me personally, I much rather prefer. Obviously, it's a given, innit? Everyone's gonna go obviously, but I prefer obviously hotter weather. I prefer dressing for hotter weather. Do you know what I mean? Like, excuse me. For example, I'd much rather prefer to wear shorts and a t-shirt, like some trainers or whatever. And you know me, I like a flamboyant shirt from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
God certainly do. I know you. I like, mate. I'm the same. I like wearing shorts. I don't like wearing shorts when there's bare midges about and you get bare bites on your legs. We played football last night, and I've got bites all on my legs and just scratching them all day.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm in joggers today.
Yeah, but some people like layering up, don't they?
Yeah.
Some people do like that.
To be fair, for looking good, like trying to stunt, a bit of a flex, yeah. I think layers are better. Like you can get more layers and shit. Like maybe like a hoodie and something over the top. I think it's a bit more swaggy. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like one thing that I've realised is it's a bit swaggy. Swaggy.
Start staying in.
Gang. Yeah, keep that in, hands. Clean drip.
Yes, for all you swaggy people out there. Make sure you're locked in.
Oh, Jesus.
But the thing is, like, I feel like now, the nice weather, obviously, the new rules, we can mix now, we can legally mix groups of 6 and all that. Mate, it's just good vibes, and I feel like this now, obviously going into the summer period, this is where all the single people love life the most.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
You mean more boys or girls?
Both.
Obviously, a lot of girls are going to be on that hot girl summer shit, aren't they?
Hot girl summer shit, I'm telling you.
Summer shit. But hot girl summer doesn't mean be a hoe. I keep seeing that on Twitter, so I just want to reiterate it. Don't be a hoe.
We like nice girls here at Boxtoff. No, we don't.
What is going on? What is going on?
It's the weather, it's like ecstasy. It's like crack.
Fucking fuck this here.
Nice girl.
We like nice girls.
Yeah, you like swaggy girls.
Yeah, I like girls that are fresh in it. You know what I mean?
Nah, mate.
But we do like. I'll I'll certify.
Nah,
I
I
like nice girls.
Nah, but when you talk about like swaggy girls, yeah, like I genuinely, for me, yeah, when girls, obviously it's a given, yeah, girls can dress nice in it, but I like it when a girl is like mad into her fashion, do you know what I mean? And whereas like knows the shit, do you know what I mean? Like a girl can dress nice and pick nice clothes or whatever and make a nice outfit. I do appreciate that, but you know what I'm saying? When a girl like she's into it, like mad into it, and knows what she's wearing and how to put a sick outfit together, and it's different than the norm. Because a lot of girls dress the same these days.
Oh,
no
bro,
offense.
tell me about it. I'm 100% the same as you, yeah. I like girls who look nice, but like your probably style of girl that you like and my style of girl, I can imagine are quite different.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
for example,
Definitely.
this isn't a shot at any girls out there, yeah. You can wear what you want. I'm not here to beef, yeah. But then, I mean, now I like them, I don't, but like them flared pants. The ones at the bottom, yeah, that go out bad fucking like wide, yeah. I'm not a fan of them, innit?
Yeah, it depends what you wear.
Certain assets might look better in them, but I don't like them. They fucking throw me off and come mad. So don't wear flare pants around when you got shirts.
I was like,
If you want a shirt.
No, but I do like fashionable women. Like obviously, like if a girl dressed, but like I don't know. Would you want a girl to dress the same as you, like in the same style of fashion? Do you know what, in that sense, you know what I mean?
yeah, well, I feel like my like.
Yours is a bit rogue anyway.
At the same, nah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Obviously, I like, yeah, that's the thing. I wear things that, like my fashion sense and the clothes that I pick that I like to wear, I don't even think about what anyone else might think. I just wear what I like and what I feel good in.
Would you like?
So I like expressing myself with what I wear. Like I always wear depending on my mood. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I hear that. Would you say you're more like into brands and shit?
I do like brands, innit?
Like
But-
designer gear and stuff
Nah,
like that?
I don't. Oh, Wilson's back. It's my dog. He's back in the garden. Nah, but like, I do appreciate sick clothes and the top brands. Like, I've got a couple stony pieces and things like that, but I won't necessarily. Nah, sure.
Got a couple stony pieces.
Nah, sure. You've got more high-end luxury fashion items than I do.
Yeah, because I drip clean, lad, that's why.
God.
Gee!
He's swaggy, innit?
I'm swagging. Nah, I know exactly what
Nah,
you
but
mean.
like I'm much more into like say like streetwear or whatever and other brands that like obviously that are luxury high-end fashion, but it's also not fast fashion at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I try and steer away from like the sort of like obviously none of us shop at ASOS in it, but that's like fast fashion that I try and steer away from. I try and go. There's nothing against ASOS in it. They have nice bits.
You get bare shit for cheap.
Yeah, yeah, they have.
You get name brands on there.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
doing it, but that's like the. Yeah, probably.
Like their own shit.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
picked the wrong brand there, but like fast fashion stuff like
Nah,
that,
what you mean.
poor quality clothes that are made dead cheap.
Like Boohoo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
But
prime example.
again, I bought bare boxes off Boohoo and like invisible socks.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah,
cheap
different.
and just standard. That's what I'd use that for, innit?
Yeah, but in terms of like actual clothes, I like my like obviously, like you know like your Stussy or your Patter or your you know what I mean, like Huff and all those kind of things, like the sort of streetwear. It's not high-end luxury fashion, but it's sort of in the middle. It's good quality clothes, you know what I mean, for a decent price.
Yeah.
I can't justify spending a big wad of money on one item.
Oh, bro, honestly,
Do you know what I mean?
it is demoralising, yeah, when you buy like a nice bit of clothing, or even like saving up for it, or when you get paid and you buy something fresh and it's dope. Like that leaving your bank, yeah, is actually like, even thinking about it now,
Yeah.
fucking hell. But
Each to their own, innit? Like.
it just looks good though, innit? So obviously, that's the society that we live in.
Yeah,
innit?
no, it is. At my work, like the clothes that because I work for like a luxury fashion brand. It's high end luxury outwear and stuff like that. Yeah. Like the price points of the clothes are really expensive. Like even the cheapest stuff we'll have is like a cashmere knitwear set, like gloves, a scarf and a hat, and all that together is like 300 quid. Do you know what I mean? But like we're known for selling jackets. And the jackets are easily like, I think the cheapest one's like £4.80.
Quid, aren't they?
Do you know what I mean? But people, like you see, yeah, people buy like 3, 4, 5 on the go. It's mad.
Obviously, only people that are wadded. Well, not wadded, but obviously,
Mate,
I'd say it's high end.
That's what I'm saying, but there's a lot of people out there, yeah, that I guarantee you, it's actually quite sad really that society's like this, where people would genuinely spend a fat wad of their monthly paycheck on designer gear, rather than putting the money
Away.
not even away to a certain extent, but they're showing off a persona that they earn more money and that live a certain lifestyle, when in reality, once they've bought these items, they're actually skinned. Do you know what I mean?
See, that's the thing, I never skimp myself to buy something. I think, like I said, was it Meeks who said it? Don't buy if you can't buy for it.
Yeah.
Which is true, and I think I'd stick to that, innit? Like, I wouldn't buy something if I couldn't afford it, like, 3 more times. But still, like, it's a big wad of it, isn't it? Like, do you know, a thing that helps people nowadays, which I did for the first time the other day, is Klarna. You know, like paying in instalments.
Yeah.
So I bought something with that for the first time, and there's no interest in that. Like, that changes the game for people who want to buy like high-end stuff as well.
But it's the same as anything though. Like, you can get carried away with stuff like that. Like, I know for example, like Klarna, it's sick. It's a monthly payment, and like for a one-off item, it's really good. But like, it's something that you can easily get carried away with.
Yeah.
For example, like we've all, well, a lot of us are prone to it. Yeah, I'll hold my hands up and say that when I was at uni, I took out an overdraft and then just maxed it out and just kept doing it. Which in the same, it's sort of the same thing as Klarna, innit? You can easily build up a big fat bill on Klarna, and then a few months down the line, you look at your bill and you're like, oh shit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So
like our kid, that innit? Got Klarnas everywhere.
Who's that?
Don't say no names, mate.
Ah,
Obviously, I'm not baiting them out on the pod, but
Tell me after, innit?
nah, you know who you are, innit? Stop getting shit on Klarna. Just kidding. But like I say, you took a fucking loan out innit, for uni and shit. I've never been in debt in my life, ever.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a lot of savings. I just kind of like live with the moment, do you know what I mean? I have a lot of outgoings as well, so it's not very good.
No, that's the thing. We had this conversation briefly at the weekend. I'm on like a completely new vibe of just trying to save. Do you know what I mean? I want to buy a house. That's what I'm like focusing on right now. I want to buy a house. That's what I'm like focused on most.
Respect to that. That's big movements, that innit, buying a gaff.
That's the thing though. But it's like I think we're in such a weird age these days. Yeah, we're in such a weird age for like at 22, 23 years old. Some people are, like you say, even to a bigger extent than you are, like living each and every single day as it comes, like with minimal money, and just, you know what I'm saying, just rolling with the punches every day.
Going with the flow, innit?
That's what I mean.
That's a lot of the time. That's like the trend, isn't it?
But there's some people our age that have got kids and that have got houses and that are doing all these different things. So I think we're just at such a tricky age, and I think that everyone like for example, me saying that, I'm not saying that anyone's gonna, but me saying, oh yeah, I want to buy a house or whatever, I don't want anyone watching or anything like to feel any sort of way and feel any pressure, think, oh shit, if he's doing it, blah 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 blah. Yeah. We're at a tricky age now. We just need to mature at our own pace and do things at our own pace. There's no pressure to do anything.
Trust. We're at a tricky age and we're at a tricky time in life as well, obviously with COVID and shit and like lockdown and stuff. Like there is, you can, like you said, there's 23-year-olds who are already fucking moving so far. People settle down, got kids and that. Like people I went to school with got kids. Like, you know what I mean? And stuff like that makes you think like, Jesus Christ. Some people move at such a fast pace, but like I said, it's each to their own, innit? If you want to buy a house, if you want to fucking have a kid and settle down with your missus or whatever, like, fair play to you, but everyone has their own tempo, and I think you just got to find out what that tempo is. To be honest, I don't think I know what that is yet, because I'm just going with the flow. Do you know what I mean? But one day maybe I'll just think, fucking hell, I want to get a house, or I want to fucking settle down or something like that. This
is my big brother's favourite saying: you do not know what's around the corner. Literally, like, you never know. Like, you could, like, I know you've only just got a new job in it, but you could come into a job in next week, and then you could be offered double, triple your money. Yeah. You literally never know. And if you start earning mega bucks, you think, well, fuck it, I might as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you genuinely never know what's around the corner.
Literally, bro. Literally, that's a good point. Do you know my favourite saying?
What?
Expression, well, quote.
What?
So this is from Albert Einstein. I said it to my brother all the time.
Trying to beer, man.
Nah, I see that. I'm actually on Twitter, to be fair. But I say it to my brother all the time, and it gets him pissed off because like I use it for like different situations. So Albert Einstein once said, "A smart person answers the equation. A wise person avoids it."
That's a mind fucker, that, isn't it?
That's a skull fucker, that, isn't it? Literally.
It's quite a good one, actually.
Hey, it's a good one. See, now I thought it was a good one, but if I said that to Jack, my brother, they'd be like, no, it's not right, that. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like, I'll say to him, like, oh, I can't think of a scenario in which I would say it, but imagine me saying, like, oh, yeah, like, do that, or just avoid it, so you don't have to do it and fail. That's kind of what it is, isn't it? And he's just like, I don't fucking know the answer. Like, start trying to slag me off on that, which is fair enough, because Nah, it's not fair enough. You don't watch it anyway, so fuck you.
Does he not watch?
Nah, he started watching at the start, and then he stopped watching because I said I just talk shit.
Oh man. Well, big up
Yeah.
Jay.
My sister watches it though. My sister fucking loves it. To be fair.
Big up Liv.
Yeah, big up Liv. She'll love a shout out as well.
Come on if you want.
Come on, Bo, don't say it. Bo, I swear to God, she'll come on.
Liv, come on, feel free.
Would you want my sister on the podcast?
Yeah, she might have loads to talk about. Might just sit here for an hour and slag you off.
I'm not fucking watching that fight. Nah, Liv, if you want to come on then, hit me up, innit? Obviously we were in the same gaff, so.
If you ever come to see Will at any point in your life,
Just DM me, innit? My sister though, come on.
But anyways, like, yeah, one thing that I thought about, itchy nose. I hate it.
When's that?
Some itch out there, he's punching his nose. Right, hold on, what are you thinking about?
Physical CDs, yeah, like physical music, copies of music.
Okay.
Like, it's a dying art, it's a dying age,
Yeah.
and I miss it. Only because I read a thing, yeah, that basically said that Gets missed out on a number one because his label refused to push out enough physical copies of CDs and vinyls.
Oh shit.
Which if they did, if they pushed out the required amount of CDs and stuff that they usually put out, I think, he would have got a number one.
Surely though, CDs and vinyls, like maybe not. I would say maybe not as much vinyls, because like vinyls is more like a classic thing, isn't it? Like more of like a collectibles thing, I'd say. CDs, I think that is like a dying art, isn't it? It's like a newspaper. Like, why would you want to? You don't want to buy. Obviously, old biddies buy fucking newspapers. Like my granddad has a newspaper every morning, but like you can read the news online now. Technology's evolving, isn't it? Like you can go on Apple Music, Spotify, get the album. You don't need to buy a CD.
Do you think that streaming is like sort of like killing the authenticity of like real music in terms of like anyone could like put a tune together, yeah, and like music, it's become so, in a way it's sick, but it's shit at the same time because anyone could put like we could record a tune on my laptop, yeah, and it could be the worst quality ever. But we could pay a fee of like 20 quid and we could slap it on Apple Music and it'd be there for the world, or we could put it on YouTube or whatever. Whereas back in the day, yeah, you have to seriously want to be able, you have to be at a point where you really want to create music, because there were times where like obviously like BBK and stuff back in the day, for example, first one that came to my head, they'd record loads of music or whatever, and then they'd have to physically go out, pay a load of dough to go and get the CDs pressed and all those, and you have to like sort of it was a much longer process to be able to get music out there to the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's now a lot more accessible, isn't it, for anybody? Like
Yeah.
you said, anyone can make music now. Anyone can you can put some headphones in, sing into your headphones on the little thing, and then upload that or something. Which is obviously better for somebody. Anybody can do it now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, but for probably more serious people or for trying to take that step, then it might alter it a bit, I guess, wouldn't it?
yeah, I mean, because like I've got a few vinyls, yeah, and I genuinely think that like when you listen to a vinyl, the quality of the music, it's like it's different though, because if you was to listen to like like for example, I got Slow Tie's previous album, his first Nothing Great About Britain, yeah. I bought the vinyl and t-shirt bundle, and I listened to the CD, to the album on vinyl on my player, and it sounds good, but obviously it doesn't sound as good as it does on my phone with my headphones in, because it's like a modern day album with loads of 808s and stuff, and it's like it's different in it.
Right.
Whereas if I put on, like when my granddad died, he left loads of all of his vinyls we took, and if he slapped on one of his old jazz records from back in the day, yeah, from like the fucking God knows when, like it sound like the sound of it, it sounds mad, like it sounds sick. Do you know what I mean?
That's mad. That vinyls are mad. I don't even know how they work me. Like obviously the big discs, aren't they?
Both sides, half the album's on one side, and then when you get halfway through you have to take it off and flip it over and then put the needle back on.
See what I mean? How does the needle make it play?
Yeah, fuck knows, that blows my head, I don't know that.
If you know how vinyls work, DM me. Let me know. So I am bad intrigued. I might Google it.
But yeah, it's like, so in terms of like physical CDs, yeah, like I actually, when the shop's open, I actually thought to myself earlier today, yeah, like I actually want to start buying more hardcore CDs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, I guess.
Only for the music that I really like. For example, like JME did it when he released Grind MC. it took time for that to go onto the streaming onto the streaming platforms. He released that album and pushed that whole campaign out in physical copies. That's all he did. So the only way you could listen to grime music at the beginning, like the first couple of months I think it was if you went and bought a CD or a vinyl. But then you've got that CD there. Like there's some CDs I well wish I had, like for example, if I had like, I don't know, even like Konnichiwa, like from Skepta.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's a defining album, in the history of this whole culture,
Big album.
So when did that come out? 2016. So that was like right at the pinnacle, of grime coming back to the forefront of music. And I imagine like having that CD, I probably can buy it on Amazon somewhere, but like to have that CD as a physical copy, and then in years down the line, like you could be like, this CD, this genuinely is a part of history, sort of thing.
Can you remember the last time you actually bought a CD? So I can remember the first CD I bought. I think I don't know. Have we spoke about this before on the podcast? I feel like
we spoke about it with Luke when we was getting our haircut.
Oh shit, yeah. I can remember. I'm pretty sure the first CD I actually bought was either an N-Dubz one or who was it? Oh, no, it weren't him.
I remember when that guy gave us that one in town to listen to his mixtape.
Oh yeah, I actually listened to it as well.
There you go.
No, it was shit. It was so bad. It was like 12 tracks of just this one guy. And that's an example. He was just clearly fucking speaking off his phone or something. And it was shit.
Paid him for it as well.
Yeah, I give him £2.
I respect.
But yeah, I mean, respect the ground. That's why I listen, because obviously I respect that. I respect if anybody makes music, right? If they're good or bad, I'll respect it initially. You know, like if someone wants to, for example, if someone wants to spit bars and they put it out there, like I'll listen to it and I'll give it the time of day. If I know them, let's say, and they want to like make sort of music or something, I'd listen to them, because I'd be like, fair play to you. You've got the bottle to do it. Like that, it takes balls. And even if it's not good, I don't know if I'd tell them if it weren't good. If it was bad shit, I'd probably say out in it. But even if it was like semi-good, I'd just be like, keep doing you, just keep working away, just keep doing your thing, because that's one of the best things.
It takes people years and years and years to become good at music sometimes. Some people are naturally good at it, some people it's genuinely just practice. Just practice. Like for example, when we Ed Sheeran, I remember watching a thing on it was like Jonathan Ross or something like that, and like they played like a clip of his first, like one of his first ever songs, and the guy couldn't hit one note. So he was terrible, absolutely terrible.
See, you wouldn't think that, would you?
And now
he's a fucking global superstar, and obviously he's big time now.
But yeah, now CDs. So what, you bought an N-Dubz one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Wonder Man, was it Tinchy Strider with Ellie Goulding?
Yeah.
That Tinchy Strider one. That's what it was. That Tinchy Strider one. I can't remember what it's called. And I can remember, because this is what we're talking about. That's still one of the highest selling like albums like in UK rap history. It might even be the number one. Yeah, but it was like a decade ago, more than that. And there's some bangers
Tiny
on
Temper's
there.
got to be up there.
Wonder Man.
No, that's Tiny Temper. You said Tinchy Strider.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Tinchy Strider?
Yeah, Tiny Temper.
Both T's, isn't it?
Tinchy Strider's N-Dubz, isn't it?
No, that's
big
big
track.
Oh yeah, featuring them.
That's a big track. N-Dubz, man.
Back in the day.
They were heavy then, weren't they? N-Dubz. I used to fucking love N-Dubz, me, Dappy.
Mate, Dappy, like, needs to be given a bit of credit where it's due.
Yeah.
The guy, like, think about it,
He's on crud, Dappy.
Mate, he actually is, right? N-Dubz were a platinum selling group, back when no one wanted them there. Like, nobody wanted N-Dubz to be a thing.
They were so like, they stuck out like a sore thumb.
The streets did, obviously, like
the streets.
They came from the streets, innit? Like,
from the streets.
And like all the kids wanted them there. Like, obviously, say, like, we all remember N-Dubz had bangers back in the day. Yeah, we liked them, but like, I'm talking the music industry, like the corporate music industry. Nobody wanted them there.
Yeah.
And like they went complete with bearing in mind like that whole culture that stems from grime. At that time, there is some grime tunes on there because Phaser's a grime MC.
Yeah.
Like
until he said Dappy's cousin.
I think so, something like that.
And when you said they were going out.
Shaggy.
It was like, nah, it's my
Do you
cousin.
remember that sex tape dropped into Lisa? Do you remember that?
No.
Web Stephen.
Web's put it here.
Don't put it here.
Yeah, careful, don't put it
But
there.
now, like,
Unless you can.
because it's DM'd me.
Yeah, I've not seen it anyway.
But now, like, But then yeah, so they smashed it, yeah, and obviously now they split up or whatever.
Yeah.
And like Dappy has genuinely got some big tunes.
Yeah, he's still doing tracks now, isn't he? He's
got
done a
big
few
tracks,
features recently.
Like N-Dubz need Dappy more than Dappy needs N-Dubz, I'm telling you, mate.
He did that track Motorola, didn't he, with what they called? Them two guys.
Lot of boys. There's a lot of boys. No.
Something boys. Something like that.
No, it's a
You know what track I'm about?
It's a groovy
You
tune.
know what
That
track
vibe's
I'm
like that.
about? Motorola.
Oh, he's done a tune with a lot of boys, definitely. I know he's done a tune
With
with
that, is it called Dino? That one he like.
The one I like him, bro. He comes on in my car, bro, every time. Every time I turn the camera again, it just plays the same, Cadet and Dino and mine.
Oh yeah.
Comes on in my car every time, but he's too burst out.
Oh yeah, he puts on a shuffle and then you just get a Dino sound.
Like, mate, Dino, I swear Dino's like 18.
Yeah, he isn't. I don't think. Oh, he's just turned 18.
You see, he bought his mum a house.
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, a while ago.
Big up Dino.
But yeah,
Dino.
anyway.
Shout out Josh Long and Alessio, you know what that means.
Dino, shout out
Dino.
you guys.
Dino.
But I remember, yeah, like CDs, man, like, I remember them, yeah, like being so integral at a certain point in time. Like, I remember my mum and my dad bought me a thing years ago, bought me a portable CD player. It was like one of them round ones.
Like a Walkman.
Nah, not even. It was literally like a round thing like that, and then you literally put the CD in it.
Yeah, the radio as well, like with an air.
Yeah, and you put in them dead shit quality headphones, and then like they were dead plasticky and dead thin, and like the things that went up your ears were like that big, tiny.
Yeah.
And to be fair, yeah, the first CD that ever came with that, yeah, was Crazy Frog. Obviously.
I used to be able to beatbox that.
Give it a go, man.
You want to see me beatbox? DM me.
Do
Do you know what? Yeah, when you speak about buying, I can remember I bought my mum a Michael Bublé CD for Christmas.
Classic.
Well, that's sick.
She loves Michael Bublé, innit? Mickey Bubble, as we call him. Bad man, Michael Bublé.
Yeah, he's got some big tunes to be fair.
Nah, he doesn't though. He just does. He just covers.
Christmas tunes.
He just covers tracks that are already out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got a great voice though. Fucking great voice. Should get him on.
But yeah, I remember like, yeah, good too. I remember, I remember like 2 CDs that I genuinely remember having at a certain point in time. I got a Dizzy Rascal Maths and English one with the pink cover on it. This was years ago. I got that one because and then my favourite tune that was Sirens. So when you hear the sirens coming, like what Georgia Smith sampled in in that tune.
Blue Lights.
Yeah, Blue Lights.
And
I remember at that time I bought that one, and I bought, as you said, Tinchy Strider. I think it was called Catch 22 with a purple front. I got that one as well, and I like listening. And then I like listening to them, and then I wanted to be in a rock band for a bit because my brother was a drummer.
Bro, do you remember them Tinchy Strider shirts? I don't know if you remember them. I'm pretty sure it's Tinchy Strider. Them t-shirts that you used to always wear that said Star in the Hood.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember them? I used to think they were the shit, mate. I well wanted one of them.
Mate.
And I seen one in TK Maxx a few years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking buy that, mate. And I was like, hold on a minute, I'm not 12 anymore, so I probably shouldn't. Star in the Hood t-shirts, yeah. Badman Webbs, put it here. Sorry, just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna put the Talisa sex tape,
Star in the Hood.
Star in the Hood tee.
But yeah, like there's bare CDs that I remember having, like, yeah, sick ones. I remember my favourite CD that I had back in the day. You used to be able to, on FIFA. Do you remember when you used to be able to put a CD into your Xbox, burn it onto the Xbox so the CD had loaded on there, and you could change your settings on FIFA to get rid of the FIFA soundtracks, and you used to be able to put your CD over that. Do you know what I mean? So you can play your own tunes on there. Yeah,
I
do that.
I did not know.
Must have
that.
been like FIFA 11 or something.
Is that a thing?
You can literally, you can play a CD in the background.
Yeah.
It cancels the.
Shit, well, I did not know that.
But
What,
yeah,
like FIFA 1 or something?
it was like, must have been like FIFA 11 or something, FIFA 10, you go and something like that.
That's a mint shout. That
I remember one of the
up.
first times I met you, it was playing your tracks on FIFA.
Yeah.
I ran to his house, made him sell his ultimate team for parks.
Classic that.
But yeah, I burnt a Professor Green CD onto my Xbox, yeah, and I was smashing out Professor Green Alive Till I'm Dead, yeah. What a CD that was, yeah. That album, yeah, has got like so much nostalgia for me in that album. That was like the one that was probably like, I always liked Dizzy, like when I was younger, but like that was the first like rapper that I properly like.
Is that where he's got
Fucking-
like he's got bare different flows and different like?
Yeah,
things
like,
as
there's a
well,
tune with like Jungle on there with my mix, a big track.
Oh, big
There was a tune
track.
like
Big track.
yeah, Kids That Love to Dance with Emily Sandé. There was
Yeah.
Monster with Example on
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Bro, there was
Bro,
Yeah,
example.
sure.
Oh, I had an example CD. Oh, the yellow one.
In the Shadow or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, that's sick. That was so good. That is some. I'm gonna listen to that.
Mate, that era of music was actually like
underrated.
it was actually sick. Like it was like obviously like the popular rap sort of stuff. Like that was when like Dizzy stopped doing grime and started making like You Got the Dirty Love.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he did that live one with Florence and the Machine? I think it was on X Factor or something, or Britain's Got Talent or something mad. You know what? That it was at the Olympics. You know, was it the Olympics?
Fuck those.
Fuck knows. Let us know anyway. If someone can let us know, yeah. I swear it was at the Olympics, but when they did that live edition of You Got the Dirty Love, Florence and the Machine, Dizzy Rascal, that was an absolute anthem, bro. There was bare big tunes.
Oh yeah,
There's so many big
that
tunes.
oh, sorry, I was just fucking thinking what you're on about. When it's singing You Got the Love and he's.
Yeah. Oh mate, there was obviously like I did like Come Dance to Me, tune. Dizzy Rascal, you know that one? Come Dance to Me.
Oh yeah,
Come
sorry.
on, you all know that.
Sorry,
Holiday.
it's just how you said
Mate,
it.
that, like, I mean, everyone slags Dizzy Rascal off, yeah, for like, obviously he was doing grime and then he became a pop star overnight, yeah. But like, I think like, obviously Chip did it as well, but at that time, like, everyone was doing it, and it was like, why not do it? Because that was making them an absolute till. Like, even if Chip, for example, when he did that tune with Chris Brown, that tune was that big, mate, he probably never had to do, he probably have gotten away with not doing music ever again after he released that tune. And when he did Oopsie Daisy as well, big tune, like...
That was, he was Chipmunk then though, he weren't
Yeah,
Chip.
it was
That
Chipmunk, yeah. And he had that I Am Chipmunk, that I Am Chipmunk album, yeah, I remember listening to that in like year 7, blasting that one in year 7, yeah. He had bare big tunes on there.
Oopsie Daisy is a big track, man.
Yeah,
Nostalgia,
big track.
even just thinking about that. What the hook on it as well, sick, that bird song. I wonder what their name is.
Oopsie Daisy, yeah. I swear it's like a pretty big singer, you know. But
Anyone knows?
DM was in it. DM was in
DM
it.
was in it. We're asking everyone today, aren't we?
I don't know.
But
Yeah, I
I
mean-
find out if was in it. But
Production stuff.
like that whole era of music, like it holds such nostalgia for me,
Yeah.
man. Like there's so many good memories that I can actually attach to those tunes.
Bro, I was gonna, do you know what? Yeah, I was gonna bang the thing on the story the other day, ask it, and I still might do it. But I was gonna say, what's like your favourite song from like a decade ago? So there's got to be over like 10 years, yeah. And that's when I was listening to like, you know, Buzzing by Man.
Like Buzzing.
Oh, do you know what I mean? He's got an album as well. It's called like Return of the Mac, something like that. And it's just bare tracks on there, yeah. Like Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo's got bangers, mate. Jason
Bangers.
Derulo's got some anthems, mate. I'm telling you.
Trust me.
In my head.
He's having a kid, isn't he? With Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah,
Oh, shit,
Lingard's
yeah.
ex, isn't
He's
it?
mad enough. Oh, that fit.
Yeah, he's having a kid with her.
Bad,
Fair
she
play.
is.
She is fit. If you're watching it, DMs.
Mate, I feel sorry for Lingard, mate.
Why would you feel sorry for the guy's a professional footballer?
Yeah, but he was obviously piping her,
I
wasn't
reckon
he?
he's piping some bingers at the moment though.
Yeah.
Nah, obviously though, like, spoke, isn't it? And I feel for the guy, Jay Lings.
But hopefully he does a Mazarin at the Euros.
Yeah, he will.
But yeah, as you say, like there's so much nostalgia in music. Like a lot of people might slag off that culture now, yeah, like of what it was like back in the day. Like because these times, like we was at school, we was in like year 7, year 8, when all these big tunes were coming out, and like for me, school times, playing them out your phone, Bluetooth,
Sony Ericsson thing.
Sony
bro.
Ericsson,
My
bro.
sister, yeah, speaking about my sister, yeah, the bitch, sorry Liv. She used to, when she used to, obviously she was older than me, and she used to have new tunes on her phone. And I was like, oh, send me that Bluetooth with me. And she's like, nah, man, I won't do it. And I was like, come on, do it. She's like, "Alright, give me £1 and I'll do it. I used to pay her £1, yeah, to Bluetooth me songs. I'm sore about it, so obviously, when you're watching, when you come on early,
You're gonna have to Bluetooth with all your favorite music.
give me all them quids back. Sorry, anyway.
Mate, do you remember Infrared? Do you ever do Infrared?
Infrared.
Where it's good as Bluetooth.
No, it was shit, wasn't it? But it was like you had like a little red strip on the side of your phone, yeah. And what you'd have to you put your phones on top of each other like that.
What fucking phone's that?
Mate,
Oh,
I'm
then
fucking telling you, mate. Infrared is a thing.
I had a Nokia phone that had a fucking thing on the side. A Batman one though, not a brick phone.
I had my first phone. I got a flip up. It was like it wasn't even branded.
Motorola.
It must have been about 30 quid for Mazda. I tell you, mate. It was wank.
I had one of them Sony Ericsson ones that slides up. I think everyone had them in it.
You shake it.
The Walkman one.
Yeah,
I think that was bad. Well, I had a Nokia brick phone. It might have been like Nokia 320 or something like that, with a blue line down the side or a red line.
LG cooker.
I didn't have an LG cooker one. Obviously Blackberries and that.
So
I
I
do
had
you know I
some
never had a Blackberry. Me, I never had BBM.
I had a Blackberry.
I had a second-hand Blackberry.
Everyone had BBM, didn't they? I never had it when I was a kid.
I bought a Blackberry off someone from school, me.
MSN as well.
MSN.
Yeah, I didn't even want MSN.
Sorry, mate.
I won't even act on MSN, me. Swear down.
But yeah, like that
Boring me.
That whole area, like, it was actually mad. I was actually nostalgia pure today, like, thinking back. That era of time,
yeah,
it's actually crazy. But it's so funny that era of, like, you look back at that technology that we were actually smashing off, yeah? Like, obviously the phones and Bluetooth, MSN, CDs, all these kind of things. That at a time, obviously, it's, as I say, it's a given. But, like, when our parents were our age at that time, like, that seemed so futuristic to them. And like to see how quickly though the technology's progressed from then to now.
Literally, bro.
Like, it's actually insane. So if you actually think about, if you actually stop for a second and think about technology today, like right now, like it's actually insane.
Didn't think like, I've seen things like, didn't think like by like 2020 we'd have flying cars and shit like that.
Yeah, the Simpsons
we've obviously like not progressed that much that people thought we would, but like even little things like I think of like game consoles and shit like GameCubes and that and like Nintendo 64s, like Hello ones. Now they're just like slick things or phones or like it's like your mobile phone now is like the most important thing, innit?
Yeah, but
I can't fucking live without
that. Yeah, but I've got one on my wrist now.
Yeah,
exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, that's
crazy.
Still the thing. Like, phone is like the most important thing now. Like,
you can do everything on your phone.
My screen time on my phone. I don't know if anyone else's yet. Is fucking ridiculous.
We had this
it's embarrassing.
We had this conversation at work. Yeah, literally yesterday. And I checked mine. It was 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Fuck off.
Swear to God.
Mine's quadruple that and some. So.
Yeah.
But I'm just sat at home all day like on my phone and then working.
I was quite proud that it was 2 hours 25 minutes.
Bro, that's fucking mint. If mine was 2 hours, yeah, I'd fucking volley it.
Mate, I made a conscious effort to not go on my phone as much. Like, one day I just thought to myself like, I'm on my phone way too much and I'm not even doing anything. I thought it's not toxic, but it is at the same time. Like looking at your phone constantly and being so indulged and refreshing and looking at the same shit and waiting for new stuff to come up, you don't actually achieve anything from it. It doesn't actually give you anything.
And it's peak with birds as well if you reply rapid.
Yeah, that is peak. I always reply rapid.
I'm a quick reply, but
I am.
Some guys don't like that.
I don't understand tactical replying. So like, you know, while I do understand why people do it to not look too keen or whatever. But like some girls, or whatever, like you might message them, and then like it's like a thing for them to like, oh, I can't reply straight away. Well, why not?
Why not?
Why? Well,
some girls do. Some girls reply straight away.
Occasionally.
Yeah. But like, why keep us waiting? Why keep me waiting? It depends if the conversation's good. If you're talking something, if you're on like a good subject.
It's tough to have a good conversation with someone who doesn't reply properly.
It's tough to have a good convo with someone in lockdown, flowing like progressively, unless you've got a good topic to speak about. But like, it actually is annoying. I reply fast. I reply too fast for my own good.
No, I do. But I don't see the point. But why would I look at it and not reply to it? Because otherwise it's just going to play in my mind. I've seen it, so I just fucking reply to it.
If I wanted to speak to someone, I just want to reply if I have a message from them. I just want to reply.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's like there's I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, there's people are bad for it. Like I think people are too sucked into the whole like
stush, stush and like, oh, I'll keep them waiting. And to be fair though, it actually is true. If you do it to women, this is what I think anyway. If you like a girl and she likes you, and if you keep them waiting, then they want to message you more. I'm not even answering. No, any girls think different.
Yeah, but I'm not a guy yet. No, I'm not a guy. I don't want to text from first thing at morning all the way through to last thing at night. No, I'm not like that. I'd rather text you for an hour, back and forth in the morning, right, chilling. I'm going for work. I'm going for a run. Blah blah blah. Speak to you later. I'll text you later, and I might text her midday. Blah 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 blah. Don't speak, and then when I get in bed later on, we might have a combo then. Do you know what I mean? But I'd rather them to be like
That's
proper conversation.
That's a good thing, and it's spaced out.
Yeah,
isn't it?
definitely.
You know, throughout the day. And that.
It's for me. I can't do the all day thing because, as I say, I've made a conscious effort to A, to not go on my phone, and B, I just do like having my own time and having my own space and just doing my own thing. Do you know what
I
I mean?
like my own time and space. Like I like doing my own thing. I'm very much a personal guy myself. Like I just spend. I like a lot of people don't like spending time with themselves, and it like they have to be all like people who have like FOMO and shit like that. But like I'm chilling on my ones, mate. Like, I enjoy my own.
I think it's important to be able to spend time on your own.
Not in the sun though. When the sun's out, I'd rather be echoing it with the boys.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? That's just a fact.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, to round that up, I'm going to make a conscious effort to buy more CDs. And to be fair, it's a poor excuse because I could just do it on Amazon, like I said. But I think the whole idea, like, I love. Obviously, I only used to do it when I was a kid, like, because I always used to like to go into like HMV as a kid, like, because I know my brother. Yeah, when my brothers lived with us in Manchester when he was younger, like when he was like 18. He always used to go to Crown Point and he'd mooch around there, and he'd always go on HMV and buy some CDs or whatever.
Is HMV even a thing anymore?
I don't think so now.
But
But that's sad though to me, like, obviously, and I'm just, as I say, it's hypocritical of me now to say this, and I've not been buying CDs, which is why I want to start doing it, but like, it's sad for me that like, you can't go into a shop and buy music anymore. And, like, back in the day, you used to be able to go in and used to be able to sit there and sit at a table, put some headphones in the shop and listen to it, and people might think, well, why would you want to do that? But at the same time, that's what music used to be, and that's what music used to stem from. Like, back in the olden days, you never used to be able to even buy your own music. You'd have to pay at the shop to listen to the music. You'd sit there for an hour and then you'd fuck off. Like, that's what music stemmed from. So
yeah, that is pretty mad. I mean, like I said, I don't think HMV is a thing anymore, but that is mad. Like, personally, I'm not really too fussed about the CD side of things because, once again, it's on your phone. And
it is on your phone. It's always easy, and we're always going to listen to more music.
But there's people who like physical copies in it, and a lot of people would like to collect them and shit like that, or you know, which is fair enough. Like that.
Because you know what's sick? Like, maybe think like Tim Westwood's Crib Sessions.
Yeah,
that looks sick.
Yeah,
that is sick.
That's the shit like that. You like.
Tim Westwood comes from that era though. Like,
Tim Westwood's like 50, isn't he?
Older than that, I think. I swear. Honestly, I would not be surprised.
He's not over 60.
If he's nearly 70.
Fuck off. He's definitely not 70.
How old is Tim Westwood?
He's not 70. No way.
He's 63.
Fucking hell, that's heavy that.
He's 63. So yeah, Tim Westwood, if you're watching, you want to come on, show us. Do you remember we met Tim Westwood? Do you remember we met him?
Yeah,
He
shit.
was wired.
Have we got a picture? Can we put a picture here?
Yeah, webs, I'll send you the picture in it. We met him in Malia. He was twisted.
Yeah, I remember that. I was shouting and I was like, yeah. He was a cool guy, to be fair. Cool guy.
Yeah.
For sure, let's talk about him.
We met someone else as well, but I don't think he's even worth the conversation, or I'm not even speaking about it.
Oh, when I was slapping his head in the rain?
Yeah, Muppet.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about it. No, we could mention his name.
We could mention him, yeah. Well, we met Solo 45.
Yeah, innit? Muppet. We don't like him now,
Muppet.
obviously, because he's been arrested and that.
Yeah.
He's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
No offence if you like Solo 45, but he actually...
I don't think anyone can
I don't
like
think he's
Solo
like a
45.
genuinely, like, a criminal.
If you actually think about it though, yeah, like, you don't even have any good tunes.
Feed him to the lions.
If you actually think about it, like, his music's not even good.
That was just like...
I'm sure he's got.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got some alright grime tunes from back in the day, but I can't even think of any.
He might have done a few big features or something on some tracks.
Probably. He's definitely got some tunes with Skepta and that there. Like,
Yeah, none
with Solo and the Transit Man.
BBK and that.
But
yeah. That's
yeah,
man.
man. Well, yeah. One thing we both posted on our stories. Mate, H and someone's Parsaloo have been nominated for the Double XL Freshman Been nominated as well.
Shit, I didn't see that.
That is fucking mad, that, isn't it?
Bro,
sign of the times, mate. The world's changing.
Actually, that's crazy. Some of them Double XL freestyle, obviously, they're all very American, like, but that's mad. There is one other English or British person. Cause I sent it to someone we know. And he was like, oh, is H going to be the first British person? I was like, nah, because Stefflon Don's actually been on as well.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think she's Jamaican.
I honestly think, yeah, a lot of people might get it twisted and think that she's actually American, but she's as English as they come.
Yeah, and Jamaican in it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, her freestyle as well is sick. Her one with, the other one, I can't remember who she does it with. She does it with a couple of the well-known people, but it's actually well good. Some of them Double XL freestylers, yeah, like the beats that they play, like I swear he does the
Mate.
Sonny Digital does. I've
Yeah.
seen the ones that some of the beats that he does from
Mate,
some of them actually are mint.
That one, my favourite one of that is obviously like if you actually look at the lineup that was on it, like now.
The freshman list.
Yeah, but like the lineup at the time when all these people, half of them were nobodies.
Yeah,
it was mad, innit?
yeah,
It was
bro.
like Lil Yachty, 21 Savage,
Yeah.
Kodak Black,
Innit?
Bear of them.
I remember that one with 21 Savage. It was like 60 to your face, 90 to your face, and like he's rapping. He's like no. Like he actually doesn't know the words, but like just going with the flow, and it's mad.
But imagine you put like, but again, if you put, imagine that freshman list that you put on, and you put them up against like 6 of the best up and coming rappers in the UK, they'd all get absolutely
They'd get
spam
bodied, wouldn't they?
Mate,
They actually would,
differently.
100%. It's
Differently.
more. I think American is more like the beat. Obviously, is a big thing anyway, but like they're more like. How can I say it? Not auto-tune, but more like their wave music.
Yeah.
Innit? Do you know
It
what
was
I mean?
that era of SoundCloud rap that came up.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. 100%.
But,
I think they are they're all quite similar in their own way
Yeah.
as well. UK is too unique for that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Too
100%.
diverse and shit.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like, yeah, as I say, like H and Parsaloo, but I think,
Heavy that.
like, I tagged I tagged when I put it on my story, I tagged in the Northern Quarters in there as well because, like, the job that they're doing, yeah, is actually like, I've got nothing but admiration for it, but I think it's time. I know people have been respecting H for time, and obviously he wouldn't be at the place he's at now, or the status he's at now, if people didn't respect him. But I think the stigma that might arguably be attached to him from some people that, you know, his music is tailored towards a specific demographic for younger girls or younger people or whatever, blah 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 blah, and we can be honest, we don't listen to his stuff from day to day.
No.
But one thing that I can say is, yeah, like, I cannot give enough props to H for what he's doing, not only for the culture, but what he's doing for Manchester. Like, in the short space of time that he's been doing his thing, like, at a bigger global scale that he's been doing now, because let's remember, he was doing Risky Roads, grime sets, grime ciphers beforehand, but the way that he managed to build both, as I say, the industry and Manchester as a whole. He's done everything. I just repeat myself, didn't I? Don't know. But he's done so much more in this short stint than what Bugsy Malone's managed to do in his stint. And for the amount of time that Bugsy Malone was classed as the guy from Manchester, blah blah blah, H has completely overtook him, I think. And I genuinely think that not even just for Manchester, but for the country as a whole, I think he can take it to that next space more than what Stormzy did, more than what Skepta's done. I genuinely think that he can. I think he's that marketable, and I think his tunes are that diverse, and like he can jump on the American rappy beats with a grime flow, body it, make it sound sick, and you know what I mean. I think he can take it to a complete different level.
I think at the start, what you said then about like we don't listen to him, and obviously I don't really listen to H that much, but I couldn't respect the guy anymore.
Yeah,
like,
trust me.
I don't like. It doesn't mean just because he's not on my playlist doesn't mean that I don't think what he's doing is mint. Like, and I mention it quite often. Like, I remember his Straight Rounds freestyle. And I can remember it when it was on like 1,000 views, and I put it in our group chat, and I was like, "Yo, check this." And since then, he has just fucking blown. And fair play to the kid. That's what I'd always say in it. Fair play. He's doing his thing. There's bare people who want to jump on it as well. He can relate to loads of people as well. Like, obviously, people our age. There's that persona that like only girls like him and shit like that. But you see him on big features anyway, like doing other big tracks.
And the thing is,
he's
yeah,
well known to fuck.
the big tracks that he has been on, like,
Bangers. He's been on bangers.
and he does spin them all.
Yeah, he does.
Mate, think about it, yeah. He span Heady One's tune, I think. He span Young T and Bugsy's. He span Stormzy's on his album.
Yeah.
Mate, he span big artists.
Big. Bro, the thing is as well.
It's that Keisha Becky tune.
Yeah.
That remix, that's his tune pretty much. That's only
literally,
big because
that's
of him.
why Ross was fucking beefing him, because obviously he's got all the fucking attention off that, but he spins it, yeah, because he's so, there's no one like him with that, with his Manchester accent like that. There's no one in that level who can get features that who's like him. Like, he actually is.
It helps that
too much.
he's actually so sick at what he does.
Isn't it?
Like, and I think that he's embraced the idea of, I think I'd be so surprised if when he comes to drop an album, yeah, because obviously I understand that he's writing one at the minute, but I would be so surprised if he came with like a Mad Conscious album where, you know, where he really hones in on different experiences and really writes like a are contextual and like something with mad context and content. I think that it will just be 12 tunes, 15 tunes of straight bars.
He's not dropped.
Sick.
He's not dropped an album yet, has he? He did
No.
that. He did that.
Polaris and the H2O.
The H2O one, yeah, but I don't think that was like over 10 tracks, was it? I think that was only a few tracks.
Yeah, they're only EPs, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, when he drops an album, it's due to bang. It's due to bang.
But yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
just going back to what you said about American rappers as well, because it just popped with me. Did you see Lil Nas release them trainers?
Yeah, fucking, they're pretty fresh.
Have you seen it? So Air Max 97s.
Yeah, see them.
There's the Satanic pair, yeah. There's 666 pairs made, 666, and they've all got a drop of human blood in them. Like in the
They're
ball
pretty
or
fresh,
something.
you know.
You seen, bro, it's been a fucking uproar. Do you know how much they was?
How much?
£1,000.
Yeah.
£1,000 each, yeah, and they sold out in a minute.
Fair play.
There's only 666, so massive collector's item, yeah. He sold out in a minute, yeah. And then Nike fucking filed a lawsuit against him. Because like, obviously they're saying the fucking...
They're nice trainers.
Yeah, well, there's a company, I don't know what they're called, with loads of initials. There's a company that's making the trainers who like associated with Nike, but they didn't get permission to do it.
Right.
These guys make customs, which I think they do anyway, but obviously they've made fucking Satan shoes. So, like, they've not spoke to Nike, so obviously they've got in some shit, so Nike are suing them now saying they don't want anything to do with it. But they cost £1,000, man, they've got a drop of human blood in them. How fucked is that?
Whose blood is it?
It's people who work for that company.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's
666 pairs. Over $1,000, obviously they're sold in the US, yeah. But it just got to my head then, and I seen bare people kicking off about it. But like I said, they actually are pretty bad, the trainers.
On that topic as well, obviously Skepta's released his new capsule.
Watch it, and them blue ones.
What do you think to that?
Yeah, you put a thing on the story, didn't you, about
Yeah.
it? I'm not going to cop them, to be fair. Nah.
The tracksuit's fresh.
The SKR one, that's bad. He did another one not long ago.
Yeah, he did.
Like them shell tracksuits, they're so fresh. And I'd defo cop that, but yeah, I cop the tracksuit.
Gold dust, mate.
The blue trainers, not really.
Yeah. I think they'll suit like the right people. Like for example, like I saw, like when Back Row G was wearing them on the thing. Yeah, that looks fresh, to be fair.
Yeah. Do you rate Back Row G?
Yeah, but no at the same time.
I
appreciate him. I do think he's good. He's good. Like I think he makes good music, but it's not for me.
Just for me, yeah. He just shouts. Do you know what I mean?
Not all of his tunes.
Yeah, well, most of the feature. Who did he did a feature on a track recently?
Gets.
I don't know if it was Gets.
Yeah, he did Get Some Parsley with No Mercy. He did that one.
Nah.
He did My Family with Parsley.
Nah. My Family is a good example of him shouting.
I think that's one of my favourite tunes of last year.
What's it called? I don't know what it is, but it's just very shouty. And just not really me, to be fair. Sorry about Roger if you're watching, but
The hours with it.
come back with it. Nah, just not really me, that, to be fair. Don't wanna fucking piss him off.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. He's very like he's a Marmite.
very in your face.
Yeah, as I say, like it's not for me, but he's got something like I do appreciate like. He's,
Yeah, I can appreciate the music. So obviously, there's a reason why he's getting big features and shit like that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think. But yeah, have you seen that Skepta said that he was he's retiring?
Did it? Shit, no, I didn't see
He
that.
said that he's got 2 more tunes to drop this year that aren't his tunes, the features,
Right.
and they were recorded last year. And after these tunes have come out, he might even be one more because he did that Dimension tune, didn't he?
Yeah, with Jay Farron.
But yeah, he's claiming that he's retiring.
Shit.
I find it hard to believe.
We'll get a bank holiday then.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe. I mean, in my opinion, I think we would be, if he did retire, I think we'd be extremely shortchanged in terms of like.
He don't really drop much anyway now, though, does he? He only jumps on the odd feature now and again. Like he's made enough albums, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he's only got 2 official albums, I think. The rest are mixtapes.
What, like Blacklisted and
Like I think that's a mixtape. Like I think that's like.
Nah, but there's bare tracks on that.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Like he's got like bodies of works, but in terms of like an official like, I don't know.
Konnichiwa. He's got a couple projects.
Because I think like obviously like a mixtape and an album's like different because obviously a mixtape is may get maybe seen as an album because it's obviously like you can put bare tunes on it like you would an album, but like for example when Gigs released his latest thing, that's a mixtape. It's not been actually released as an official album. I think that they're pretty much the same thing these days, but with an album, I think it's more along the lines of like, it's hard to explain, but like it's different. You know what I mean? So that's why Skepta won the Mercury Prize when he dropped Konnichiwa, because that's for a debut album. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So fuck knows what the actual definition is of the difference, but there's a
fuck
difference.
Knows. If you know,
I'm
going to say it.
But like the whole like the difference between a mixtape and an album these days, especially like it's so different. For example, like Central C labelled his latest thing as a mixtape, and that's got number 2 in the charts. So they might as well just be the same thing these days.
There must be some sort of thing with it. But like I said, I'm not really too sure. For me, if it's over 10 tracks, it's an album. That's what I'd say.
Yeah,
but it's just double figures, isn't it?
Record labels, management people, artists put just different labels on things for certain things. One thing that I've seen, that I was mad impressed by, that I actually really loved, is I can't really say, I don't know if the album's going to be good. We see AJ Tracey dropping a new album.
Yeah,
I loved the whole marketing campaign around it. I thought it was sick.
Yeah, did you watch the press conference?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it really, but I just thought it was a sick idea. Like the way that they've done it is really, really cool. I feel sorry for AJ. Well, I don't feel sorry for him because he's killing the game, but I remember the first time I seen AJ Tracey on that Logan Paul Gimme Grind thing.
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Bro, I don't even like Logan Paul. Oh, fuck's sake. Right.
Yeah. Logan Sama.
Yeah, Logan Sama thingy. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I seen it was in Big Zoo and Murky Ace, and I was at one of my mates' houses, and one of my mates was saying, I listened to this guy, meaning Murky Ace, and then AJ Tracey come in, and it was fucking sick, to be fair. And since then, I listened to him all the way up, but more recently, I've not been a big fan, to be fair. But it fell off for me, AJ Tracey. I don't know anyone else who's
I quite like that Anxious tune. I quite like it.
The one where there's like a Lambo as a picture.
Sorry people, my dog's barking.
Fucking dog's barking. What time are we on anyway?
Fair, I've got 3 minutes left on this.
Alright, let's sign off.
Right, yeah. Everyone.
Don't keep crouching down.
Respect. I'm going to go sort the dog out, he's interrupted us. So thanks very much for tuning in.
Yeah, fucking peace. How do I look on this seat?
Sweet.
Do you look weird?
Do I look weird?
That was a word.
Fuck off. Safe.